because we got to be able to relate to you. Oftentimes when we see this book, we always think about white Jesus, right? When we look at this book, all of us, mainly, that's how we always think about this Bible. Oh, that's a white man book. That's a white man book. Everybody in there is white. Watch this. Real quick, because I want to answer your question, and I want y'all to be included in the conversation. All right, give me Deuteronomy 28 verse 48. I'm about to answer you. Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So in the land right here in America, right?
Yes, sir.
We're amongst what nation of people? Who did this to us?
White folk.
White people, right? So read that again.
Therefore
Meaning because black people, Hispanics, and Native American Indian people broke the commandments of God. All of us are God's chosen people.
Yeah.
You understand that?
And that's why Hitler was coming.
You understand? You understand that?
Am I lying?
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. So God says, because, my brother, what's your name, bro? What's your name? Robert? Okay, listen to this. Read it again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
So now, I want y'all to see this. When you see our history, y'all can remember these things, right? You've seen this before.
Yes, sir.
That's in the Bible. That's what we just read.
My grandmother was slave.
Okay, so this is for you. God is speaking to you right now. He said, read that last part for me.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
The white man is going to put a yoke of iron upon our necks. Read on.
Until he...
It says until. So right now, each and every one of us are free physically, right? You agree with that?
No.
So that means physically, you don't have chains on you right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So it says chains will be upon our necks until when?
He have destroyed thee.
It says until our minds and our spirits were broken. After the white man realized, oh, that black man is fully broken in the mind and in his spirit, that's when they let us go free. Physically. You understand? So your question was, why is it that certain black people keep certain holidays, pagan holidays? It's all due to brokenness. It's no difference from black people smoking cigarettes. It's no different from black people smoking weed. It's all a broken mindset. Give me that Isaiah 61 and verse 1. Excuse me. Isaiah chapter 61 verse 1. Because when I look into your eyes, right, I see you got questions. What kind of questions you got right now? None right now? Okay. Watch this. I want you to hear this. Read this.
Isaiah chapter 61 verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
So that is the job. That is the job in the profession of black men. God has anointed black people. Why? Because we're God's chosen. He anointed us to do what? Preach what?
Good tidings.
He anointed you and you to preach good tidings. But guess what? Y'all have forgotten your heritage. Y'all forgot this book. So guess what? God has raised us up, who were just like y'all. He raised us up to now preach unto you good tidings. Good tidings is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are Israelites. That's good news. Right? Read on.
Good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
He has sent us to do what?
To bind up the brokenhearted.
To bind up means to rebuild. Our job is to bind up the brokenhearted. Black people have been brokenhearted. That brokenheartedness go back to Deuteronomy chapter 28. You ain't got to get to it. When it says our minds has been destroyed. You understand? So our job is to mend those broken hearts that we have. You understand?
Why we against each other?
Why we against each other? Hosea chapter 4. I'm going to show you. Because guess what? When we ask these questions, we're supposed to ask God out of his words. So guess what? We're going to show you the answer in the Bible. He said, why do we kill one another? Why do we hate one another, right? Give me
Black people
Hosea.
did me worse than white people.
Because we don't know
Say,
the truth.
exactly.
Brother,
Watch this.
We don't know the truth.
Exactly. We're trying to preach you the truth. Listen to this. Read it.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 1.
Now, start at verse 6 and we're going to jump up to verse 1. Come on.
Verse 6. My people,
Who?
my
My
people.
people. You hear that, Robert? God says his people. Not all people, but my people. Who is he talking about, Robert? Who are you talking about? Black people. He says, my people, read,
Or destroyed.
Or what?
Or destroyed.
Or what?
Or destroyed.
Come on.
For lack of knowledge.
so like the brother said, we have been destroyed because we don't know the truth. The knowledge of God is his truth. The knowledge of God is his laws. Now jump up to verse 1.
Verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
Who?
Ye children of
Are we
Israel.
talking to you, Robert? Come on.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
So controversy means God has a problem with the inhabitants of the land. He has a problem with you and I. Or in other words, the Israelites. Read on.
Because there is no truth.
He said, because there is no truth. When God says his truth, he's referring to his laws. Read on.
Nor mercy.
Nor mercy. So the reason why black people, you do one little thing, he get angry with you, and now he got beef with you in the streets, is because we have no mercy, no grace with one another. Why do we have no grace and mercy towards one another? Read on.
Nor knowledge of God
Because we don't know the knowledge of God, which is this Bible. Read on.
in the land. By swearing and lying and killing.
And what?
And killing
Read.
and stealing and committing adultery. They break out. And blood touches blood.
Blood touches blood is another phrase for black on black crime. Because we're blood as far as our nationality. We go back to the same father. We all one. But because we don't know the knowledge of God, God says, we're going to swear, we're going to lie, we're going to kill, we're going to commit adultery, so on and so forth, because we don't know the knowledge of God.
That's right.
Give me Malachi chapter 2 and verse 7. Because now, with that question, right? Let me ask you a question. Why did you ask that? Why did you ask me, why do we hate one another? And that's how you phrase it, right?
Because I've been treated worse by blacks than whites. That's why I asked.
You say you've been treated worse with blacks,
With blacks.
right?
And with whites.
Than whites. You've been treated worse with blacks than whites. Okay, read that.
Malachi chapter 2 verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law in his mouth.
So like I said, when it said that there's no knowledge of God in the land, it's because God says the knowledge of God is his laws. So growing up, right? Get that. Let's get that. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 7. Growing up. Better yet, before we read that, give me Jeremiah 17. Hold where you at right here. Give me Jeremiah 17, verse 4. I want you to listen to this, Robert. Because remember how we talked about the brokenness and the destruction? Watch this. So right now what we're doing is giving you something that you have lost. And that it's not just you, right? You got to understand all black people went through the same occurrence, which is slavery, right? You said we all one. We all, as a one nation, have experienced the same trauma, right? So now watch this.
Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 4. And thou, even thyself,
It says, thou, even yourself. This is talking about Jeremiah. Jeremiah the prophet. Now watch this. Hold where you at. Don't drop nothing. You can drop this. Hold where you at. Give me Jeremiah chapter 8, verse 21. I'm going to show you something about Jeremiah. Because we got to be able to relate to you. Oftentimes when we see this book, we always think about white Jesus, right? When we look at this book, all of us, mainly, that's how we always think about this Bible. Oh, that's a white man book. That's a white man book. Everybody in there is white. Watch this.
Jeremiah chapter 8 verse 1.
21.
Verse 21. For the hurt of the daughter of my people.
He said, for the hurt of the daughter of my people. This is Jeremiah talking about his people, right? Read it again.
For the hurt of the daughter of my people am I hurt.
So now, remember about that mercy. There's no mercy of God in the land. Once you learn the mercy of God, or you learn the laws of God, the knowledge of God, there's a level of compassion that you have for your people. Meaning you start to understand them a little bit more. Because you ask, why is it that I'm treated worse with black people than whites? Well,
Like, I understand, but it's just like, why?
I got you, I'm answering.
Yeah.
Jeremiah said, for the hurt of my people am I hurt. Meaning, because of what his people, which are the Israelites, the same people that look like you and I, he said, for the hurt that they have brought, for the traumas and the slavery, for the hurt that they went through, I feel the same way. I feel bad just like them. That's what he's saying. Read it again for him.
For the hurt of the daughter of my people am I hurt. I am black.
What color did he say?
I am black.
What Jeremiah color is?
I am black. Astonishment had taken hold on me.
So that is Jeremiah that God is talking to in Jeremiah chapter 17. Go back. So remember, he's talking about his people. When God says, read it again.
Watch this, Jeremiah.
Chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself.
So when God is talking to Jeremiah, he's symbolically talking to black people. He said what?
And thou, even thyself.
He said you, even you and your nation, Jeremiah, black people, Jeremiah,
shalt discontinue.
You're going to be cut off
from thine heritage.
From your heritage. Do you know what a heritage is? Give me some examples of a heritage. What's a heritage? Okay, a heritage consists of the foods that you eat. It consists of the clothes that you wear. It consists of the God that you serve. It consists of a nationality and the language that you speak. You understand, Robert? So when God says you're going to be discontinued from your heritage, he's talking about all of those different aspects of what make black people black people. Now, when I say black people, I'm talking about the Israelites. Black is only a color. That's not who you are. You're an Israelite.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word